Duncan Hughes, leader of the North Sea Alliance and Beyond Earth. And for one of the new leaders in specifically the Rising Tide expansion, I must say, I'm kind of shocked you weren't in the base game. You do feel like you should have been there. But regardless of that, you of course lead the English-inspired faction, and the Scandinavian faction, and the Netherlands faction. Okay, who designed this faction? Like, out of pure curiosity. These just feel like you look at all the different powers in Europe you didn't put together, and we're like, yep, we're gonna make these a faction. Like, dude, if anything's gonna merge with anyone, wouldn't it make most sense to, be like the Commonwealth? Or like, or if it was going to be between England and Scandinavia, be like the ancient, during the Viking Age, but no, different matter entirely. Anyway, you as a leader, of course, it's actually kind of funny, as you were just a fisherman, came from a fisherman family, and slowly rose through the ranks of the North Sea Alliance, also by helping to design the water cities, which we're going to touch on in a little bit. And of course, using this, you then also came to the alien planet, presumably less about noble intentions and wanting to catch big alien fish. Speaking of your faction, however, your bonus is actually somewhat interesting. Your bonus is that basically any city you have on the water is more defensive and can be moved faster. Did I forget to mention that water cities can move? Well, they can. And honestly, your bonus is pretty good. It's a nice solid defensive bonus. Its only real weakness is that you must build on the water to get any use out of it. Which is okay because your faction is forced to start on the water, so you can totally go for the complete water city experience. But ultimately, that's a personal choice, but it does mean if you're building on land, you're kind of generic. So I wouldn't recommend that personally. Either way, however, overall, your faction's pretty good. You as a leader pretty much lean to purity, maybe with a bit of supremacy, but I see you as a very purity kind of guy. And ultimately, you're a pretty generic faction. Very little English or Scandinavian flair, honestly, which is kind of disappointing. But ultimately, you're just there, a perfectly good leader and fun to play. Yeah? Hey, why don't you hit that sub button? You're gonna become a subscribble. Get to see my content quicker. Wouldn't that be nice? I bet so.